In these challenging financial times, every penny counts.
So we asked the Producers Club to give us their top money-saving tips for visiting Universal Orlando.
This is episode 511 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello, everybody. I am Michelle, your host for today, and with me I have Chris.
Hey.
Hey. And Tracy.
Hello, everyone.
And Mr. Lee.
I don't like getting relegated to last, but hello, everyone.
I'm always last, so.
You are. I usually do it in, like, who was on the podcast first. That's why I do it that way.
Oh. He's so sweet. I guess. No, I'm always last, so there you go.
Fair enough.
We asked the Producers Club to give us their best tips for saving money or making the most from their dollars when visiting Universal Orlando, and we will chime in with some of our own. So shall we get started?
Yeah, just like, I know you and Tracy weren't on the last one of these episodes that we kind of did the 2 days, 2 parks, 1 day episode. And Chris, we said at the time, didn't we, that I've left in every tip. Because then you'll see as you go through, the ones you hear the most are probably the most prominent tips. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you hear a tip over and over again, it's one you should probably take notice of.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That way. So yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We haven't been over yet. But I'm hearing Florida has got a lot more expensive than it was the last time we were there.
Yeah.
Well, I think that just about everything in the world has gotten a little bit more expensive coming out of this pandemic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Annual passes included.
For definite, yes.
Yep. All right, Chris, you want to kick us off with the first listener-submitted tip?
Absolutely. So we have Charlie Casey, and he goes, the best hack ever is to use any of the food stops that have drink dispensers for ice water. No need to buy expensive bottles, saves money on drinks and on lockers. Plus, it's one less thing to lose. Universal has handy recycling bins for the plastic cups as well.
Awesome. Tracy's like, how dare you use single-use plastics and throw them in the bin? Let me get that soapbox out for you that I put away last week.
Wow, I really sound like Lee would have said all of that, didn't I?
It's true, though, isn't it?
I have just written a paper on single-use plastics.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's more here.
There is
I don't know
more.
why I stopped there. Yeah. Wow, that's weird. Coca-Cola require the water used in the dispensers to be filtered in order to keep a consistent taste. Also, it's chilled with optional ice, so a bit nicer than water fountains. Also, on super hot days, I stop by Starbucks and City Walk for a free iced water while starting through the blazing sun to the turnstile.
I will say the water fountains aren't necessarily a good idea because I don't think any, like, ever. So I don't know whether this was just an adjustment thing, but when we came over in 2013, we decided to do this to save money. So we brought plastic bottles in with us and we're just filling them up from the water fountains. And by the end of the day, I had a huge headache, and I know that's quite normal for me in Florida, to be fair, but we had eaten quite a lot because we ate kind of round the world that day, so it wasn't a lack of food, and it wasn't a lack of drinking, and I put it down to, like, a lot of complaints that you see specifically from people from the UK coming over to Florida is that it's over-fluoridated, their water, especially in the water fountains, whereas if you're getting it from the drinks dispensers or like over the counter at fast food places, or you're getting a drink of water at a restaurant, it's better than, I don't know whether it was that gave me a headache, but it's something to consider.
That's called payback for being tight.
Well, how much is a bottle of water in the parks now? Is it like
$5?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's
$20 for 4 bottles of water for a family of 4. Is a lot of money.
Something that we always do is, it'll be an addition to this tip that he just gave to save the environment just a little bit, is we'll just bring in a bottled water and then just refill that bottle the entire time. So we're not throwing away a bunch of cups. And they fit everywhere as well. So I think it's a good tip.
Yeah, for definite.
You got to hydrate in Florida.
You do. You really do.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and I even bought, especially because like the Coke refill bottles that you get now at the parks don't have handles. Because I used to just clip them to my bag with a carabiner clip. now they don't have handles. So I bought it's like a little neoprene
like a cradle thing.
Bottle holder. Yeah. From Amazon. It was like $10 for a pack of 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they have the option of either having it like an over your shoulder strap, or you can take that part off and it's just a little like clip handle that you can clip to your bag.
Okay.
Super awesome. When we were at Disneyland recently, we had that all day long and it was great. Because again, you can get just like he was saying, you can get the cups of ice water from any of the places that have fountain drinks. And you just pour it in your little bottle and tote it around and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Universal, bring back the damn handles.
Yeah.
Bring the handles back. What's the issue there?
You got your plastic passes. Now you want handles. What more do you want?
My goodness, I know. Actually, now that I have my little carriers, I don't want the handles back.
No. Right, I've got one from Jenna Vutsinas. I have a joke one. I always like joke ones. Date or be friends with an employee. I like this one. 30% of food and merchandise, free tickets. They get a set number of comp tickets per quarter, and if you get the guest pass, you get all of their perks on your own, plus any events they're allowed to go to, such as Halloween Horror Nights for the first half of the event, and Rock the Universe.
Right, we are not saying go out. I don't want all these Universal team members coming to us going, you told everyone on your podcast to come and friend us up so they can get free discounts. It does help. We've used it before. Thank you, Mr. Popcorn Doctor. To be fair, he offered. It's like, have you done any shopping yet?
So
no,
sweet.
Come with me. And Jessie, when Jessie used to be around as well. But yeah, I mean, if you've got friends and they're willing, don't go looking for it. But if you have friends
offered,
and they're, or I'm sure there's one that'll come in off discounts. Anyway.
Or become an employee yourself.
I mean, that is a great idea. You get paid and discounts.
Hell of a commute,
right?
It is, to be fair. Chad Day's up next, Chris. This is one you'll probably appreciate. He says, buy your liquor before you get to your hotel and make your own drinks. Every W will get will set you back $20.
The man knows.
Yeah.
True that.
Very good tip.
I just don't seem to make my own drinks as well as bartenders do, though.
Yeah, but if you have enough of them, you don't care.
That's what you need, Chris. The bartender.
Yeah, I will make all your drinks for you. Just pay for me to go out there with you and we're good.
Sweet. I do I'll make
Nancy drinks doing everything. I got you guys covered.
Rum is my drink of choice.
There you go then.
So, cool.
Oh, then you're going to love this year's Weekender drink.
Yes. God. Can't wait. All right. Next tip is from Vicky Dawson. 1, have everyone drink a glass or bottle of water before you leave your hotel room. That helps everyone start the day hydrated and not trying to play catch up. And that is free.
Great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Very good idea. And then number 2, when you arrive, place an order to be delivered to your hotel for a case of water, beverages of choice, including alcohol, snacks, bananas, breakfast items, etc. from Amazon Fresh, Walmart, or the like. This gives you what you want at a fraction of the cost.
Again, that's a really good idea. Mm-hmm. We had, I think from the weekend last time, Robin had like a crate of water that she left. She just gave it to us, and we had. I got quite used to taking a bottle of water to walk from the Royal Pacific to the parks, and it's by the time you get to the park, you're hydrated, and then you just spin the bottle and away you go.
Yeah.
Very true. Just keep in mind that they won't deliver it to your room.
No.
You have to meet them downstairs and receive it yourself.
Or they ring you up at 7 o'clock in the morning when it's someone else's delivery and that get you out of bed, don't they, Tracy?
Yeah.
Correct.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what happened to us.
Yep.
No bueno. Each morning, grab a water bottle or bottle of water to take into the park. Get a collapsible cup if you don't carry a backpack. Now, also, each morning, grab a snack of choice to bring into the park for each person. That can be protein bar, fruit snacks, nuts, gummy bears. Most of these can fit in a pocket or fanny pack. This saves money and time. And also this helps curb your appetite and avoids hunger at the busiest food stand times.
That's a really good idea.
That is good.
Especially if you're not all hungry at the same time, to have like a snack, like say it was us, and Jane's like, I'm hungry. You go, here, eat that. And then by the time lunchtime, you're all hungry. Because there's nothing worse than going to a theme park as a family and everyone not being hungry at the same time. It's a nightmare.
I don't eat. If nobody else is hungry, I don't eat.
Yeah. We had that in 2015,
we did.
that struggle a lot.
However, with that one, I just want to point out that I'm the type of person that when we go to the cinema, we haven't even got through the trailers and my snacks are gone, so I wouldn't even get to the park gates and my snacks would be gone.
See, there you go then, Tracy. A collapsible cup. And I know going through a lot of these tips, a collapsible cup is something a lot of people mention.
Yes.
That's a better idea than...
I don't like single-use plastics. You know this. An annual pass might be worth it if you buy a lot of food and or merchandise in City Walk and the parks, which is true.
That is a tip that's going to come up a lot about annual passes, but I think it's one, I think you guys will agree with me. You've really got to do the number crunching with an annual pass to see whether if you're buying it for looking at the discounts, you've really got to sit down and do that number crunching of whether it's worth it for how much you're going to visit.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and it's getting more difficult for the numbers to add up with the price increases for sure.
Yeah.
Or you do what we did and get one during a pandemic and it does you 4 trips over 2.5 years.
Let's hope we never have that opportunity again.
That's true.
Please, God.
No, thank you. Next one, I absolutely agree with. This is one of my favourite tricks. Put your sunscreen on before you leave your hotel room and bring a travel size into the park if you need it, which you will. Because it's very expensive to buy in the park, and you don't want to be lugging a big bottle around either.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? The theme parks know with stuff like that they can price it high because if you need it, you need it. That's why water's expensive as it is.
Yeah, that's why everybody's saying to drink water before you get inside there.
Yeah, because it's just like you need to. The water one's a really interesting one because it's like everybody needs it, but it's just like
you don't have to price gouge.
It's like empty. No, as a guest. It's like you don't mind spending your money in the theme park, but when you're spending it on water, it kind of feels
human
like it's all right if you Coke or a crepe or alcohol, but it's like water.
But you can go to a stand and get free water, so that's
that's how they get away with it because they do by law have to offer free water, which they do, but not everybody likes the taste of Florida water.
Yeah.
So
if I'm thirsty enough, I don't care.
It's just a kicker. Like I said, if you're spending $20 every time everyone in your 4-person group wants a bottle of water, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a tip about that, but I'm waiting to see if it comes up first because I don't want to steal anybody else's thunder.
Right, she carries on saying, share food orders. For example, if you go to the Today Cafe and 2 people want the same sandwich, get one and each eat half. You aren't going to carry around leftovers, as my mom says. Your eyes will be bigger than your stomach. Tracy, sharing is caring.
You are wrong. No.
I love it. I love it when listeners...
This applies to Tracy.
Yeah, I love it when listeners call us out on things. It's brilliant.
Nope, cannot. No, it's not a case of I can't share because I'm greedy. It's a case of I can't share because, germs.
But no, it's like if you're that type of person, I know you're not.
Oh, no, I'm fat.
when we went last time at SeaWorld, like the refillable cups Tracy will not share.
I can't. Backwash. I grew up with 3 boys.
But like Jade and I, so Tracy, when we went to SeaWorld, we got the refillable cups for the day. Tracy had her own and Jade and I shared. So still cutting it down by a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I hate being like this.
My whole family shares it.
Yeah, I wouldn't care less.
One refillable
cup. It doesn't
cup.
bother me.
No.
Yeah. Tracy, have you ever carried leftovers before?
What are leftovers? I don't understand that word.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the other reason she doesn't share.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, I have, and then I've eaten them on the way to the park. Yeah. That's my snack.
So next tip is don't carry a big backpack into the park if you can help it. If it doesn't fit in the free lockers, it can get spendy. That's a good one, actually. Yeah. Fanny packs and sling bags and cinch sacks are usually big enough for most people. If you can make do, wearing pants or shorts with zippers can help you avoid lockers for nearly every ride. Rip Ride, Hulk.
Does that still stand? Because last time we were there was a few where you had to empty your pockets whether they're zipped or not.
Anything roller coastery, you have to take everything out of your pockets.
Yeah, because you go through a metal detector.
Yeah.
But not even necessarily. Like she said there, the point is not having a big bag and having to get a bigger locker. So even if you've got stuff in your pockets, at least you're still only going in the free small lockers. Because
exactly,
it's very crafty because those lockers are small.
They are, and to be honest, if you've all got a fanny pack, as they call them, if you've all got one, then they're all going to fit. It doesn't matter if you have 4 lockers. There's 4 of you.
Yeah, we use a drawstring bag. So it's great because it literally collapses into the locker. The cup fits sideways, and me and Alexa will typically get 2 lockers to fit our own stuff in there if she brought like a small bag with her. So collapsible is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And just FYI, down the road, you can take your bag onto every
we've had
attraction
this
they have.
conversation. Look, I remember Tracy and I have been going to Universal that long. I remember when we wore fanny packs or bum bags, as we call them, and we wore them on every single ride. It didn't matter what it was. You could so you had everything in your bum bag, in your fanny pack, and you get on the Hulk or Dueling Dragons or whatever it was, and just take everything on with you.
I remember you riding the Hulk with my bum bag down your top because it broke.
Yeah, because yours had snapped and I had everything rammed in mine.
Even at Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios, it goes upside down.
Yeah.
You take your bags on there with you.
That really surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even check to make sure you've secured it. Like, they don't make you put it in the little pouch. They don't make you put your foot through it. Like, it's just...
I'm surprised
but it doesn't
happened.
fall.
Yeah, it's so
That's
weird.
what's cool.
Crazy.
It doesn't. Like, I usually put my foot through the strap, but it does not move.
Yeah.
It's cool. Anyway. Moving on. Wow, Vicky, she's really got us covered, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Bring a lightweight rain jacket or poncho. Could be $1 if you purchased before your trip.
Yep.
That I always have throwaway ponchos in my bag.
I'd just rather get wet.
Always.
I'm not bothered. It's
We're
cheaper.
British. We're used to it. We're always wet.
Not made of sugar as
I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't stand walking around in wet clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sogginess
No, I can't.
is not great.
Not bothered.
Wet feet is the worst.
Well, I even took it a step further with the feet part. I bought the like zip up rain boots that go over your shoes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
They're clear and dude, they worked so well.
I'm sure.
Oh my
They're
God.
the disposable ones?
No, they're not disposable, but they have like grip on the bottom so that you're not slipping and sliding around. But you just stick your foot in it, shoe and all, and then you cinch it around your ankle so the rain doesn't drip down. And my feet were dry as if it were not
wet.
A hurricane outside.
You really are a 1%er, aren't you?
Seriously, they cost like $10. It was not that expensive.
Because it's not worse than when it's down at Horror Nights and you're trudging around those bloody backstage areas. I think I just feel like a tool.
Experience is what made me buy them because the first night of HHN, when I went last year, we got soaked and it was miserable. Our feet were killing us.
Bad.
I said, never again. Number 10, pack Ziploc bags of various sizes. They come in handy for many things. Thank you for what you do, Vicky.
Yeah, I always steal them from work and bring them.
Go to IKEA soon, actually.
Oh, no, just get them from work. They're free.
Lots of really great tips there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
Jason Montague says, if you think you may be going twice in a year, definitely get an annual pass, which will pay for itself with 2 trips. I don't know if that's still the case, Michelle.
I still think it would do, wouldn't it? It depends how long you're going for, doesn't it?
Well, true.
Yeah, if you're going to go more than once, it's worth it.
Well, again, it depends on how many.
I saw 2 visits.
Yeah, well, 2 trips. It's how many days in those trips you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And can get you discounts on some other items. Yeah, that's a biggie. Stay at one of the hotels that offer express passes. The price of the hotel may seem a bit high, but the value of express passes for the 2 days on either side of your night stay is tremendous.
Yep. We've literally done this twice.
True.
We've done this twice for that reason. We stayed a night at the Royal Pacific in 2013, and we stayed a night at the Hard Rock in 2015, purely for the express passes for 2 days.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite
And I can speak from experience with quoting many different types of clients with different family dynamics. Usually, if you have 3 or more people in your travel party, it works out financially to do one of the premier hotels. If you only have 2, then you can go either way. It works out to be about the same to stay in one of the non-express pass hotels and then just buy the express passes as an add-on.
Okay. So it's whether you want to stay at a nicer hotel.
Correct. But I do have some clients that are like, I just really like Cabana Bay.
Yeah.
But if it's just 2 of them, then hey, take Cabana Bay and buy your express passes, and they're happy to do that. But if you have any more than just 2 with you, then it works out financially to stay in one of the premiers most of the time. If, of course, based upon availability.
Mm.
You're going to like the next one.
Loving it already. Read it. This word again. Share your butterbeer. I mean, there's 2 things I don't like. Share your butterbeer. Butterbeer can be so rich, I tend to feel awful after consuming one by myself. So now I always share it with my wife so we can get the taste of butterbeer without filling ourselves up.
That is a good point.
I mean, it isn't a bad tip because it can be a bit much.
Yeah,
to be
not
fair.
everybody can drink
It's
a
very
whole one.
filling.
Yeah, the frozen ones are.
Very.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. No.
Now, if you want to
good
piss
tip.
off your SO, eat all the cream on top.
I hate when you do that.
Yeah.
My kids try to do that.
Evil.
I get yelled at whenever Alexa gets her hot butter beer, which I have like 2 sips, but I'll also kind of like scarf down the topping, and she yells at me.
Well,
Yes.
Alexa, you go first.
I mean, that's the argument, isn't it?
But you got to drink the foam with the liquid part. You can't just eat the foam first.
I'm a child. I will eat the foam first.
At least you're honest. If you
Then
have
get your own damn butterbeer, Chris.
if
They
you have
still won't serve me just the cream.
and if you have a vehicle, you can save money eating off site. Even though Universal dining prices aren't as high as Disney dining prices, you can find really good value by venturing off property to find places to eat. And there are some great places to eat as well.
There is, and I drive. It's only like a 5-minute sort of drive away, and there are cheaper options if you want to make that.
Yeah.
And why not? As I said, there are some great places to eat.
I will have to rebut this one. Just because you've paid so much money for a ticket to go into the park that day, by going off site, you have to walk, from the parks, especially if you've driven, right? You have to walk from the park all the way out to City Walk, all the way out through the parking decks, get your car, go, through the loop-de-loops to get out of the parking deck, fight traffic to get to the other cheaper restaurant, which you've probably pretty much paid in gas and time just getting over to the cheaper restaurant. And then you have to do it all in reverse to go back. So my theory is, and what I always tell my clients who are on vacation, if you are penny pinching enough that you can't afford a burger inside the parks and you would rather, spend time cooking in your room, then I would say wait on the vacation a little bit longer and save a little bit longer so that you can really enjoy your vacation and not be spending it going back and forth and cooking and trying to hunt down the cheaper deals. That is my personal theory.
I kind of agree with you.
Now I'm going to be devil's advocate here.
Of course you are.
And I'm going to say, have your whole day in the park, then go out and have an evening off-site. Go and play mini-golf or go to one of the other things. Eat somewhere, because as I said, there are some great places to eat. So if you're going to do it, don't just go for the food. Go and do other things as well, Ripley's or something like that. Make an evening of it.
Well, that'd be fine at night after you've left.
That's what I'm saying. And that's how I read this was afterwards, after you've been in the parks, because I certainly wouldn't come out in the middle of the day.
Oh, no.
This is an end of the day thing. Go and make a night of it.
But then it also could be a case of, like Michelle, you're saying, if you can't afford blah, 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 but maybe they can afford 2 or 3 days eating in the parks, but to allow them to afford eating 2 or 3 days in the park, maybe they have to do a little offsite just to save a little bit of money.
Right. Well, and again, if you're not having to leave the park in the middle of the day, because I do have a lot of people that come to me and they're trying to penny pinch and they're saying they're going to bring all these groceries and they're going to, pack lunches for the family and they're going to come back at such and such time and they're going to cook in the hotel room.
Yeah, I mean
and then they're going to go back to the parks. I'm like, why? Yeah. Like you're the mother. You should be on vacation too.
You've just played into exactly what Tracy always says.
Do not cook.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
like you deserve to be on vacation too.
Yeah.
However,
so wait a little bit longer, save the money, and just splurge. Like just eat in the parks and enjoy your day.
But however, I just want to recognise that there are. It's only a small group of people, but there are people who have picky eaters or children that will only eat certain things or they're on whichever spectrum. So some people will have to do that. So I just wanted to recognise that. So just so nobody's going, but because I understand that, and thankfully we haven't had to deal with that really.
Right, then I've got another one for you then. if you're staying at Dockside or Surfside, you're already getting a bus back onto iDrive. So if you wanted to have an evening meal on iDrive, you're already kind of there without making you're already making that effort because you've got to get the bus back to the hotel. And then within a 5 to 10 minute walk of Dockside and Surfside, you've got all those iDrive restaurants.
I would also like to point out that we are going to be diagonally opposite one of my favourite places for breakfast with really good
Jade
coffee.
already said
so I will be in there every morning.
She wants to go to IHOP.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's great. It's the best coffee
You're
I've
not
had
going to go to
so
America's
far.
Diner, Denny's?
Oh, we've been to Denny's
I
before.
complained.
No.
Didn't like that. Idiots.
I kind of agree with both of you. I agree with Michelle where
I do completely.
You can make it. You can pinch in other areas,
yes.
right? There's certain areas in the park that you can actually get a good, big, filling meal and not pay too much money and kind of make it work. But I also agree with exploring offsite. But the only extra thing I'll add to that, I think that's more for somebody or a family that's doing a much longer trip. Like if I'm staying for a week or something.
Yeah.
I'm normally a weekend warrior when I go because obviously I'm not that far. But if you're only going for a few days, I would say maybe not do that, especially if it's one of your first time, because you want to absorb everything you can there. So you want to go try all the restaurants, City Walk, and have that experience.
Yeah, I think that's my mindset coming from over here, and we don't come for a couple of days.
Yeah,
so I'm automatically just thinking you've got that time,
and that would make a lot more sense because one time we did stay there longer, and you can, if you're staying there for a long time, you can burn out on the food selections. It does not have as much as the mouse down the street.
Does.
So
Jason's last tip, funny enough, what we've been talking about, don't eat breakfast in the parks or at City Walk. Well, to be fair, you'll struggle anyway because they don't really have a lot of breakfast options, as we've said many times. He said they usually bring granola bars or something in the morning and then eat lunch somewhere in the parks or City Walk. I know these aren't necessarily original, but we usually do these when we go. Mm-hmm. Hey, any tip? Anybody who uses any of these tips to save a buck here and there is a buck you can spend on something else.
Honestly, I don't usually eat breakfast apart from in Islands dining. Coffee.
It's hard for me to skip breakfast at
I love breakfast.
When I stay at Cabana Bay. They have such food.
Yeah, when I'm on holiday, that's when I eat.
I love
that's
breakfast.
when I eat breakfast, but otherwise I don't. Because it sets me off and I just start eating all day.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
they have the best cinnamon rolls at Cabana Bay. Just saying.
Cinnamon roll.
Yum. So next up we have Brittany Dwennell. I don't really have tips, so I'm looking forward to this episode. The only things I do that saves money in the park is I bring a collapsible water bottle. There's another vote for the collapsible water bottle. It fits in a pocket, so you can bring it on a ride, and you can fill it up at fountains to not have to pay for bottles of water in the park. And she says, I pack as much instant oatmeal and tea as I can in my bag, so I'm covered for breakfast through my stay on property. I go for a week at a time and only pack in one school knapsack. And only pack in one school knapsack. Wow. For the most part, I think I've just accepted the price of things. So hearing what people have to say should be interesting. And there you go. That's pretty much where I stand. I have accepted the price of things because it is my favorite place on earth. And I love being there. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Although I do think it is wise to have a few things in your room because we've all been 11 o'clock at night and just you're ready for bed and you go,
yes.
I'm a bit hungry.
Can I say a big thank you?
Usually I want a pizza at that point.
I'm going to call out a big thank you to Stephanie Grant then for that gift basket that she got in our room last time because that was an absolute godsend. When we come back to the hotel, it's like, I just fancy a granola bar or some crisps or a Milky Way. Or, it was handy having that there. It did, even though she wasn't going to tell us it was her that sent it.
But oatmeal's a good one as well because it keeps you going and keeps you full for longer so you won't want to snack before lunch. So I'm all about the oatmeal.
Or make a quick stop at Publix and make your own little snack station for your hotel room.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Next one is from Kayla Roebuck. And she says, pack snacks, protein bars.
Yep.
Have a water bottle to refill with electrolyte drink packets. Cool.
Yes.
Use a waterproof fanny pack or bag so you don't have to pay for lockers on water rides.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. That is a good one because the lockers on the water rides you have to pay for. There are no free ones.
Yeah. Suckers,
Oh, so a large Ziploc bag for a fanny pack.
That's a great idea.
Right. Add it to the list for IKEA.
Yeah. If you have time, take a survey. Sometimes you can get some money or free express passes.
That's a good one. I know it. They're not on here, but if you've got time, the media centre,
yes,
you can get your gift cards from over there if you've got the time to take out. They won't let us do it because we're English. Apparently, we're not allowed to do it.
Although they really wanted to
do your American accent.
Do me
I've never thought about that.
Wait, what?
What?
Nope, that sounded really bad. Oh, you'll hear that in editing. The last time we got called for one, I said it was from England, and he still wanted me to do it.
So why didn't you?
Because we were strapped for time. It was our last day.
Oh, bollocks, I'd have sent you off. We'd have gone and done something. It's fine.
Nice.
Putting Tracy to work.
Again. Eat it antojitos. Just eat it antojitos. That's just a great tip.
Yes.
You get free chips and salsa. I assume that they're refillable.
Nicole, can you let us know?
They do. Okay.
And they're really good. They make them in-house.
Yes.
Fresh.
I love
antojitos. Honestly, is so good.
It really is.
Some of the best food I have ever had.
I love antojitos. Yeah. The only thing is it's too bloody loud in there.
Yeah.
And I have a new favourite, thanks to Lon, flautas. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good. I need them. And if you have a large family, if you have a large family, the Feast at Three Broomsticks is freaking awesome. Also, when I lived in Hollywood, I bring Tupperware for my leftovers.
She went on a whole thing of like, they don't really care if you take Tupperware in, but it's like, I'm not going to it. No offense, Caleb. No, rocking up to the parks with a bag of Tupperware to take my leftovers back with me. It'd be hilarious.
I am now.
You're not
just
a hardcore
Lee.
Potter fan then.
No, I'm not. I don't think Tupperware existed in the wizarding world.
I did that when I went to Mardi Gras because I purposely brought stuff back to my family to try for the podcast.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Yeah.
Devon Coleman up next. He says, bring a poncho or umbrella instead of having to buy one on site. Of course, another great tip. And before you go, take pictures of any Universal merchandise that you already own to avoid accidentally buying the same again. Now, that sounds like it's coming from someone who's done that.
Yes, that's experience there.
Yes.
Not just once, but multiple times, I feel.
I have, not Universal, but I've never, ever, ever bought the same thing 4 times. Ever. No, that's unheard of. So, good
Only 4 times, yeah.
Only 4 times. I mean, no, never, no.
Oh, that's funny. Get a preloaded gift card for each day. That way you are much more aware of when you've run out of your budget for the day.
That's a good one.
That's a good smart tip if you're doing some budgeting. Time,
That's also a good tip for the kids.
Yes.
Teaching them about budgeting, and when you've spent it, you've spent it.
Yep. Speaking of kids, he says, don't bring the kids. Just kidding. Not really kidding.
I mean, if you want to save money, not taking the kids will save you a fortune.
Then you won't have to go off site to eat.
So true.
And, if you want to save even more money, don't take the spouse. In fact, aren't I there now already?
Shut your face.
If you listened last week, you know.
On Lee's side, though, Tracy, I do believe that you are the spender.
I don't think I am.
What,
I don't buy the t-shirts.
Lee is a penny pincher.
I don't buy the t-shirts.
Okay,
he's like, shall I get this shanty? Shall I? And I'm good. If you want it, get it. And I come home with nothing.
Yeah, at home, I'm the penny pincher. Over there, not so much.
Over there, money doesn't count.
It's universal bucks.
I penny pinch at home, so I can not give a when I'm over there.
It's US dollars. It's not real.
Yeah, monopoly money.
It's not real. It doesn't look like real money anyway. And it smells of cocaine, so it's fine.
It's funny.
No, over here, I'm the spender.
Yeah, but over there, to be fair, when we're in Florida, it's Tracy's like, she's not really bothered about stuff anymore, whereas, well, to be fair, I'm not really either.
It's Walmart, isn't it? I bring food home.
We learned probably 10 years ago that we weren't bothered about bringing stuff home. We just wanted to more about the experiences and the memories more. Whereas when we first went, it was
the
all
memories.
About,
I've got
I
no
need
memories.
That t-shirt and I need that shot glass and I need this, that, and the other. And
I like my shot glasses. I do like my shot glasses.
Whereas now it's like a couple of select things, and that we're quite happy with that now.
Right.
Yeah.
He also goes on to say, order groceries to have on hand in your hotel room so you don't have to buy breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have your big sit-down meal for lunch when the prices are cheaper, and then quick service dinner to avoid costly sit-down prices.
I really like this one because I'm apparently weird because I could actually eat my main meal. I digest it better and I handle a main meal better at lunchtime. So I'm all for this one.
And to be fair, like if you that's the perfect time to step out into City Walk because it's going to be quieter at lunchtime rather than trying to fight everyone coming out the theme parks and trying to get into a restaurant at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You're more likely to get into the one you want at City Walk. You're going to get a better meal than try and have a sit-down meal in the parks at that point.
And at dinner time, or tea time as we call it, at dinner time, the park should be that little bit quieter, so you might get on some of the longer queued rides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
It would probably, I know one time we did it when we walked out for lunch. We went over to, where did we go over to? We went to Toothsome. That's right. We went to Toothsome's, had lunch there, and at that time, it was cheaper to have a meal, like the burger and fries there, than it was inside the park.
Yeah.
And it was like a full sit-down experience. It was much better experience. And like you said, it was empty. We walked in. That's it.
Yeah. Courtney Crump up next. Since I was usually not going for a full day, my biggest ways to save money were to eat a big meal before arriving and split a pizza from Red Oven for lunch or dinner. I love to bring in goldfish or other small crackers and fruit gummies. It helps me regulate my blood sugar and keeps me fuller for longer. I've never had an issue with bringing in small snacks. I once brought an entire loaf of artisan bread I baked as a gift for my tattoo artist at Hart and Huntingdon.
Wow.
That's interesting. I always skip alcohol, bit of a buzzkill, I know. As with all theme park food and beverages, they're very expensive, and often you're making yourself even more dehydrated and miserable in the long run.
Yeah,
that is true.
Teetotalers.
We know that.
Yeah.
Teetotalers are going to spend a lot less money in the parks than Chris.
Yes.
What'd you? What?
You've never heard? You know what a teetotaler is? Someone who's teetotal.
No, I've never heard that.
I've never heard that till
today. It is
today.
not just a British phrase. I know that. It means someone who doesn't drink.
Teetotaler.
No.
If you are teetotal, it means you
Wow.
don't drink. It's not a British phrase. I've heard
Are you
Americans
sure about
use.
that?
I have heard Americans use that phrase before.
I have never in my life.
Yeah.
That's because you're alcoholics.
I thought you were going to say that's because you're American. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no,
I
Flanagan's
stand by
gets
it.
a lot of my money.
Flanagan's,
not Flanagan's. Sorry, I was at Flanagan's
Chris is
last
drunk.
night.
Flanagan's.
Courtney goes on to say the movie theatre is a Cinemark and they offer a movie club for a $10 ticket per month and 20% off concessions. Not many folks may plan to see a movie on vacation, but it's a nice bonus if you do. Standard tickets are all over $10 anyway, and if you do plan to see a film and do not currently have free parking, there was a deal where if you buy 2 matinee tickets, the theatre will comp your general parking. The matinee tickets do cost less than the parking, so you would save money there, but I'm not sure if that's still going on. I last visited in 2021. What?
Nice.
It's a British phrase. Oh, well, bollocks.
Also, it's spelled wrong. It's not T-T-E-E.
Look,
It's T, the letter.
Been in the United
Teetotal.
States for a while, Lee.
Anyway, well, then you've
Always
learned
say
for all
that.
you Americans, teetotal means someone who doesn't drink. And I was it for 15 years.
Now it costs us a fortune.
I don't, because I still don't drink that
He
much, to
drinks
be
more
fair.
than me.
Go on. We've got a lot to get to yet still.
Oh, shoot. And I've got to leave in 15 minutes.
No, well, Michelle's not finishing then.
This also is Courtney Crump still. My final tip may seem a bit counterintuitive, and that is to bring in a plastic water bottle, but not a fancy reusable one. I find I like to bring in 1 or 2 standard water bottles when I visit the park, either shoving them in a backpack or a fanny pack. There are plenty of water fountains where you can refill them, and you can always ask for a water cup from a team member. But if there is a time where you don't need or want to keep it, you don't feel bad if it gets forgotten or thrown away. One less thing to carry out to the car or boat with you at the end of the day.
Courtney Crump.
You can throw it in the recyclable.
I'm with Courtney. I bring in a bottle of water like that.
I do too.
Tracy's being quiet now. She was like Courtney.
Why am I getting into trouble? Why are you causing problems? I've got enough people in my life doing that. Thank you very much. Recyclable does not mean what people think it means, but that's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Oh.
I still have the same bottle from like 2005, Tracy. So
That's
don't worry.
fine. That's good. Yes.
Oh, who's
Right,
this fella? This fella does not know how to save money. I'm telling you now.
Aw, why did you let me read this one? Go ahead, because he mentions my name in it. So
All right. Jim Craig says, most of my money saving ideas came from Michelle. So I have to give credit where credit is due.
And he gives her credit.
I love you, Jim.
Having said that, here are my tips for saving the most with a big family.
Yes, he has a big family.
I have 6 kids, and sometimes we even take one of their friends with us. So most of these deals will work better for big families than for the solo traveler.
I've got a tip for you to save money, Jim.
Buy a
television. Maybe invest in a television and you might not have 6 kids.
Well, that ship has sailed now. That you can't. Yeah, no.
Let me tell you, television.
Let me tell you though, these children of his are fabulous.
Yeah.
Like they are so well behaved, so polite, so kind, but funny and good human beings. So he's done a great job with his kids.
So nice to hear you.
Yeah.
No, we're the parents, are we?
Yeah, we don't care.
All right. Stay at one of the 3 on-site hotels that have free express pass. I know this sounds counterintuitive because those hotels are also among the most expensive on property, but here's the math. With 8 people traveling, we could get 2 rooms with 1 adult and 3 kids in each. Average cost for those rooms is $550 per night. So for a 5-day trip, we'd spend $5,500.
Whoa! Is that not a lot of money? Because it sounds
That's
an awful lot of money for 5 days. And who wants to be an adult with 3 kids? That doesn't sound like fun.
$1,100 a day. $1,100 a day.
You're staying at the Michelle tier hotels.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Wow. However, because it's on property, we would get free transportation. So no rental car or expensive ride sharing. Oh, could you imagine the rental car with 8? Wow, it's a bus. That saves us.
Technically.
Yeah, that saves us $3,400 because we have to rent a huge van to fit all of us in our luggage. Free express passes, which are around $80 each. And for a family of 8 for 5 days in the parks, that's a saving of $3,200. Plus, they take any of your purchases back to the hotel for you.
I mean, that doesn't have a cost value, to be fair.
No, but the value of not having to carry stuff around the park is priceless.
All right, so he called me out.
Yeah, when you have 6 children who all want their parents to be the ones carrying said stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Early entry means everyone in the family gets more bang for their buck. Free lanyard to put your park pass and express pass in.
Hang on. Where's this free lanyard from?
Michelle sends it to him.
Michelle, free lanyard? What's that all about?
I mean, when you book with Port Key Vacations, you might get some stuff.
Oh.
Look at that.
Or if you book the Harry Potter package.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Granted, not a huge saving, but still nice. Bottom line, it costs $5,500 for the hotel, but we save $6,800. We literally get more free stuff than the cost of the hotel.
I could go
that is valid.
Big math right there. That's making sense.
I could go to town on that maths and call it out, but I'm not going to because I've got better things to do.
Yeah, let's not.
No, why?
I love
because you
Jim's
don't
math.
need the express passes, therefore you don't need to spend that money. So technically, you're not saving anything. But anyway,
why don't you need the express passes?
Because
but
why
you're saving
do you
money
need them
for that experience? If you want to do that experience.
And again, when you have 6 children,
and they all want to ride different
waiting
things.
in lines is not really fun.
And when each of them has a different must-do ride,
go quiet at times.
If you don't have, no, you want to go as a family.
Go quiet at times.
Why?
Because then you don't need the express passes.
Go when you want.
Save a damn sight more.
At least go by himself next time.
At least one member of our family needs to have an annual pass. Annual pass for all 3 parks, $481, might be a bit more now. 5-day park-to-park tickets equals $336. But the reason it's worth it is that you're going to save 15% at most dining and merch locations and 10% off at hotel dining and merch.
Very true. That annual pass does help out a lot when you have a large family because 10-15% off of a dining bill for that many people, that's pretty big savings.
Yes.
Yep. And moving on, for a family the size of mine, we save an average of about $100 per day using AP discounts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Wow.
Yep. And if I buy our admission tickets at the front gate each day, I could get 15% off up to 6 tickets. Normally, it just saves us more to book through Michelle and buy a multi-day ticket, though, since this particular AP discount only works on 1-day tickets as far as I could tell. Still, just the food and merch discounts save us $500 for a 5-day trip. Well worth the cost. And that's it for me.
That's
Jim.
a lot. Yeah, 500 on that AP is, if you're going a lot again,
Yeah.
those discounts are massive,
They do
and it
stack
really
up.
does add up. Yeah, and if you like, I know they haven't got a car, but if you've got a car, you get the preferred pass or the premier. Your parking's free as well
Yeah.
after your first day. Although there is a tip in here about that first day parking somewhere, if I remember rightly. Yeah.
Shane Stutz says the Coke Freestyle cups are actually a really good deal, particularly if you buy more than one. Usable basically everywhere except for Wizarding World of Harry Potter. They can save you money starting with the third fill up in a day. I 100% agree with this.
Yeah.
I have mine every single trip. It is worth it.
Yeah. And let's
Yes.
face it, you
Yes,
should be drinking 3+ drinks a day outside of meal times.
Yeah, that's one of those, though. It's how much soda are you going to drink? It's
I'm on holiday.
Well, it's
I'm
not
getting
just
diabetes.
soda. They've got like flavored waters. They've got like Powerades.
I'm an unhealthy level of drinking soda. So
Yeah, I'm on holiday. I have soda. Full fat.
Yeah, I think you've got to look at it. Is are you... See, for me, playing devil's advocate, it's like, are you drinking the drinks because you've paid for it, or are you drinking them because you would do? Is what you've got to weigh up with those. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I stay more hydrated when I have it because I'm able to drink as much as I want when I want it, as opposed to staying thirsty because I don't feel like paying $5 for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Well, and on top of that, you go to buy a soda. Let's say you're buying a Coke, just for example. That thing, you need to chug it pretty fast because the sun turns it into a watery, warm thing, right? So you're here chugging that, then you have no drink for the next X amount of time. Whereas when you have these cups, I don't have to pour a full cup. I put a little bit of soda in there.
Yeah, that's a good
have
point.
my drink.
Yeah.
I put some juice. I put some water, whatever I want. I can even get some ices in that thing, which are also very expensive. So the kids want an icy that I don't have any kids, but if a kid wanted an icy, pop it in there and then put it in a plastic cup and go fill up your cup again with soda. So there's a lot of flexibility with it.
Yeah.
And I was just going to say, if you like us, you want your money's worth, so you're just going to keep, every time you pass and you've got an empty cup, you're going to top it up and have a good drink. And,
That's exactly
it's that thing, if you haven't finished a drink by the time you're going on a ride, you don't feel bad if you have to dump it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know it's wasteful.
It's like an offset of a money-saving thing. It's like... It's not necessarily a money-saving thing, but it is a better thing because you're staying more hydrated.
But let's face it, the soda fountains are so cheap. That syrup is
pennies.
Yeah. So, Crystal King next. One, we're a family of 5 with 3 teenagers. We have to look for ways to save money on food. Teenagers eat a lot. One thing we do is order from the kids' menu, adults included. Often it's plenty of food, or we share meals. That word again. I take the attitude that we can always go get a snack later if we're still hungry, but we don't want to waste food or money. That's a good tip.
Not a bad idea, yeah. Or order appetizers. We were talking about this the other night, weren't we? Yeah, buying appetizers rather than necessarily buying like a full meal. Another one, get an annual pass, discounts on food, merch and hotels. I even somehow got a credit on my card at one point. We had bought quite a bit, and when checking out, they'd ask me if I wanted to use my $20 reward. You'd be like, what now? Yes, I will use that.
Yeah.
Book your hotel room through Portkey Vacations as soon as you know your dates. Then check back every day for pass holder rates, or Michelle will do that for you, or just regular rates. I saved $1,500 for my upcoming stay at Michelle's Hotel of Choice Portofino by doing this from my original price I booked it at.
Wow, that's a saving.
That is a saving.
It is, and I'm surprised that she found a pass holder rate because those are so few and far between these days.
Yeah.
Wow.
Number 4, freestyle cups for the day. We get 2 for the 5 of us.
There you go.
Yep, I do that too. Take advantage of any offers for getting gift cards or food cards for less money, especially when they do not expire. Yep, I just did that at Mardi Gras.
Yes, exactly.
I literally have $300 worth of food sitting in my wallet right now.
Wow.
That I paid,
Big wallet.
150 for. Make sure all your family knows how much you love Universal, so they gift you gift cards for all major holidays.
I mean, that's a good
like
idea.
that
Tip
one.
right there.
Yeah, that really
Yeah.
is.
Everybody thinks about giving Disney gift cards all the time, but they also sell Universal gift cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're harder to find, but they do sell them.
Yep. I've got one upstairs.
Yes. Just off the back of that, though, look around for any coupons because there are coupons for the parks. I have found and used them.
In the parks?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
It was a while ago. It was a long time ago. But
when
yeah,
coupons were a thing and now they're not anymore.
I think it was on City Walk, so it'll have been like a chain place. Right. But it's still a way. If you like Starbucks and places like that, if you can get a half price coffee or something, that means you get 2 coffees that day instead of 1.
Yeah.
So, or you both get a coffee. Just little things like that. It doesn't harm to take a few minutes out your day just to look for any coupons.
Not at all.
So, yes.
All right. Craig Lucas says there's only one money saving tip if you're a family of 4, and that's to go large and hard. That is exactly what she said. Deluxe all the way. It's one of the first tips I gave you right back in the first few episodes. Unlimited express passes cost thousands on busy days. A night at Hard Rock for 4 gets you 2 days unlimited express for everyone in the group. Jackpot, bitches.
Funny, I never thought I'd ever hear him speak like that.
Whatever. You should have seen what I've actually edited out the end of it.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, we did. One of the first episodes we ever did was talking about like staying at the hotels when those unlimited express passes. I think at the time they've come down in price, believe it or not, quite a lot. But at the time, for a family of 4 unlimited express passes for, I think it was for 1 day or even say 2 days, was over $1,000. Yeah, you could get a night in a hotel for like 300 and get 2 days express. It was like the best money saving tip that Universal offered.
Yes. John Gregory has a tip for out-of-town annual pass holders. You can get around having to pay for parking on your first visit by going to one of the Universal hotels. Use their check-in parking and get your annual pass from the hotel's ticket desk.
Good one.
That's a really nice one.
Yeah. I guess Michelle's disappeared, has she?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
Just checking in. Michelle's gone, everyone. She's busy woman.
Yes.
And we have got a lot of tips to get to.
We do.
Sorry, Chris, carry on.
I'm trying to understand this tip. So you're not paying for parking on the first time?
Yeah, because, right, so when you get an annual pass for the first time, you can't get your free parking on your first visit.
Oh, that I'm aware of.
So
but
what
how are
he's
you
saying
bypassing that?
Is you go to the hotel, and if you go to one of the restaurants, don't they validate your parking?
Yes.
So then you
doesn't say that here.
It doesn't, but I'm assuming parking. That's what he's getting. Oh, check-in parking. Oh, I see. No, right, okay then. So what he's saying is you go in, so you get your little free parking while you check into the hotel. You park there, go and get your annual pass at the hotel, and then technically you've used, I think, I don't know that one actually.
I don't know if that works. I mean, if he's saying it, he has to have done it before, but you're not using your card. They have to swipe your card, and you never use your annual pass for check-in parking.
Yeah, I don't know that one. That's interesting. If anyone knows, John, get in touch.
Yeah, let us know what
I'm not
you
sure
did.
about. Because it doesn't. Yeah, interesting. Have anyone else done the same? Yeah. Next up are the lovely Nicole Hunter. She says, if you have a short amount of time or travelling during peak season, stay at Portofino, Hard Rock or Royal Pacific for free Express Pass for all guests. If you even have 2 people in the room, it could be worth it to pay the premium for Express. As Michelle said, that depends. Depending on the length of your stay, consider an annual pass. Unlike Disney, after 3 or 4 days, your pass could pay for itself. You also receive pass holder discounts at certain levels on food and merchandise, as well as the hotels. I'm not sure whether anyone's mentioned it so far, but you don't even need everyone to have an annual pass. You literally just have one person, like Jim said, one person with an annual pass to get those discounts.
We've done that before, haven't we?
We've all got annual passes, but like I've got the higher tier one for levels, the discount, and then it's still worked out better for you ticket wise, but then you only need one person with a higher pass.
All right, number 3 is research ahead, or make sure you're picking food that's worth it. Here's an example: split a meal at 3 Broomsticks, large portions there. Try the new food trucks; they tend to have smaller bites at affordable prices that don't weigh you down.
That's a good one.
Prices won't weigh you down. The food may.
Yeah.
That is my dad joke for today. Now, if your family are big soda drinkers, purchase 1 or 2 freestyle cups to share and refill throughout the day.
Yep.
Go during events like Mardi Gras, Christmas, summer festivals that had added value to the tickets, such as live music, specialty parades, additional food booths, all value added.
Yeah, and if they do with the gift cards as well, like they do for Mardi Gras and stuff, you can save quite a bit there.
Huge. Very much. Check ahead for Universal's value hotels. If you cannot afford top tier, they have close, affordable options that will save you an Uber or a Lyft ride. All very true.
Yep.
Yeah. They are quite good. The value hotels. Yeah, don't they all have like free transportation anywhere?
Yeah. And obviously now it's a little bit, it's different times of people rushing to the parks, but there were plenty of times when we've even talked about in the past that it was sometimes cheaper to stay on site than it was off site on the value hotels.
Yeah. Yeah. Good point. Jeff Royds, save money on park tickets by going midweek and not during peak season. That is an excellent tip.
Yeah.
You can save money on food by sharing a meal. Not only will it make your wallet lighter, it will make your stomach lighter. So that way you can get back into the rides quicker without the fear of taking the name Hurl and Twirl literally. When you get off the ride, walk straight out of the gift shop that it spills you out into. Speaking from experience, you don't need half the crap they are pimping to you, and it just makes for an overfilled suitcase on the ride home.
Yeah.
True.
He says, do not request a special suite or room at one of the on-site hotels. Yes, a volcano view is amazing, but how long do you really spend in your room staring at it? I mean, I intend to do it quite a bit when we're
a lot.
For the whole 5 minutes we're away.
But he's right. It's like we've talked about it before. It's like how much most people don't spend a lot of time in your hotel room. So there's no point in, like you said, paying for a lagoon view or a whatever. Just take whatever the cheapest room is.
I agree. I think the only one that would be something that you should do is that volcano bay view.
Yeah, which is exactly
just
why
at least one night or one stay after that.
Yeah. Especially if it's a special occasion.
Yep.
Like a honeymoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah. Bringing your own snacks in the backpack. If questioned at security, tell them you are diabetic or have food allergies.
I have
will
never
not
done
press
that.
the issue any further. You can bring your own food and snacks in anywhere. That's not an issue. Don't waste your money on the refillable soda cups. Sugar is bad for you and caffeine dehydrates you. There are plenty of free water fountains around the parks to keep you hydrated during the day.
Fallacy.
Take public transportation, or if you stay off-site, take an Uber to the parks. Why any place in the world charges you so much money to leave your car before you go go spend a ton of money at their venue is beyond me. And
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
And one of the things that really me off about Universal is if you have a car and you are at one of the hotels, you have to pay to park your car at the hotels. That drives me up the wall. And I know it's not Universal's fault. It's because it's Lowe's hotels and they don't have any control. But it really annoys me. It has stopped me in the past looking to book there when we're going elsewhere. Whereas like these trips, we're going off site a couple of times, but for the most part we'll be on Universal property, so it's not so bad. But if you're a family coming over from the UK, which you tend to go and do Universal and Disney and SeaWorld and whatever else, having a car with you and park, if you're there for a week, that $35 or whatever it is soon racks up.
It really does.
Big time. I mean, in all reality, it's very common practice to do that even outside of the theme parks altogether with quote like upscale hotels or
I guess we don't play at upscale hotels, then that's the difference.
Well, no, like even destination hotels, right? Like I see it a lot when you're staying at a hotel near a beach or the water, right? Because real estate's expensive, and that's kind of where you're paying for that. That may or may not be the case here, but it gets very expensive. I feel like they should at least have some kind of program or something where if you're booking 2 weeks here, you shouldn't charge 2 weeks worth of that gets ridiculously expensive.
I know Virgin do a thing with Cabana Bay where I think if you book through Virgin, you get, I think it's down at like $10 parking or something like that. But it's still, if you're there for 2 weeks, it's $200 in parking. No, it's not. It's
more than that.
$140.
No, more than that. Yeah.
No, it's $140.
Oh yeah, 14. Yeah.
It's still $140. Yeah.
And the other ones are even more.
Just for parking, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you want to add to that or no?
No.
Okay. Tom Brino comes in with water is free once again at the freestyle machines.
There you go. That seems to be the one tip that everybody's coming up with.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
Adam Dworkin. Also, always consider an AP for at least one person in your party. Depending on the length of stay or park-to-park options, the discounts in park and hotel would be worth the additional cost. I agree. Use Amazon Fresh or a similar service to send drinks and snacks ahead, especially water. Bottles are exceptionally expensive, as we discussed. Consider a park or resort refillable mug for the same reason. Yes.
Yep.
Travel light. Locker size for free lockers is tiny, and you don't want to waste money on ride lockers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me just add something to here, and I don't know if I don't think it's going to get brought up, but I keep on seeing this delivery service like Amazon Fresh. I'm assuming that's free. Like they're not going to charge you anything. You just got to go downstairs.
No, actually.
I don't know. We've been stung by that.
So that's why I wanted to bring this up. I one time had something delivered to the hotel.
Yeah, we have.
I was gonna get. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get it in time, so I go just send it over there.
Yeah.
And I had to pay
$35.
Yes, to pick up my package.
Yeah.
And the package, the item that was in there was only $5.
Yeah.
So that hurt a lot.
Yeah.
We had it when we stayed at the Royal Pacific for the weekend. Ian sent the T-shirts to us.
What was that? And I had something sent.
And no, we got the two. I think last time. Ian sent the weekend T-shirts to us there, and one of our listeners, Barry, sent us. He'd made some Horror Nights pins, some badges for us. So I get a notification to go down and collect them, and it's like, oh, that'll be $35, and I'm like, eh? To collect a parcel that I didn't ask to be sent. What? Okay. Anyway, I was going to say something else.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, for definite, yeah. So he goes on to say Universal won't stop you from bringing food or snacks in, so do so. It'll cut back on your food bill.
Yeah.
Look for resort happy hours. They can save you a bit. Nothing wrong with a little resort hopping. Well,
yes.
I don't think they're a thing anymore because we literally talked about this last week we were talking about for the weekend. Happy hours at Universal don't appear to be a thing anymore, unfortunately.
No.
Use gift cards, not credit cards. Preload a card that matches your budget and keep track. I find that people spend less working this way than having a credit card or room charge during the day.
Mm-hmm.
For definite.
Yes.
Lauren Grigg goes, if you are going for at least 3 to 4 days, buy an annual pass. My 2 kids and I have annual passes this year, and we are planning our 4th trip in September. We have paid about the same this year for all of our trips as we were quoted for 1 week at Disney.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We bring some snacks, breakfast food and lunch food. We go out for dinner each night and eat leftovers for lunch the next day. I let my kids get 1 snack and 1 drink during our trip. If they want more, then they pay for it with their souvenir money. I like that idea. It teaches them the value of money as well.
Yeah.
Go when it's slow and hotel rates are less.
For definite.
Great.
Again, bring insulated water bottles and fill up with free water at the Freestyle machines. And the pizza at the hotel is good and cheap and filling. Who doesn't like pizza?
Our daughter.
Late night pizza.
I know, weirdo.
She is weird.
Food and drinks are where most of our expenses come from, so we've always tried to cut costs in those areas without feeling like we are missing out on all the good food. And that's the difficult one, isn't it? Because the theme parks are, a big part of it is food and drink now, and you don't want to scrimp on it too much because then you are missing out on the experience. But it is a tough thing to balance.
And let's face it, your main meal of the day, and it's, it's a family together as well. You spend more on the biggest meal, not more. You spend more time with the biggest meal of the day. So yeah, I agree. If you were only going to be paying for 1 meal a day, I agree with all the take the snacks and stuff like that. Yeah. I know I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out right.
Yeah, your priorities.
Yes.
All right,
you don't even.
Adam
so hang on, just to go off the bat, you don't even need to do it every day.
No.
You just do it for a couple of days, like have a granola bar or whatever, something. Walk into the park for breakfast one day, which and maybe the next day, and then that might allow you to go. Do you know what? We can have breakfast on the 3rd day because we've, it doesn't have to be every day.
I think 2, 3, 4 days in, you're starting to see what your daily budget actually is. Because we've done that. Oh, this is our budget. And then we've gone, holy crap, we've got all of this money. Let's go wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the prime example of that, Chris, when we came over in 2005, we had a daily budget of like $250 between the two of us or whatever. And we arrived on Saturday. By Thursday, like what was left over from our budget previous to that, we had $1,000 spare of money of like our budget that we hadn't spent. So we went to Prime Outlets that night, and it was like, right, you've basically got $500 to spend on what the hell you want.
Yeah, why the hell we had to spend it? I don't really know.
Because why not? Just have fun with it. Like, it's free money, crack on.
Free money.
Yeah. I think it just goes back to like your priorities of kind of where you want to spend the money. I mean, if you're a frequent goer as I am, and there's been times where we stayed off site at like a Hilton or a Hampton down the street, because the cost was half that of even the cheapest hotel on site.
Yeah.
And we said, we can do this and I can make 2 trips out of this as opposed to just one, staying on site.
Yep.
So you just got to see what you want to do, how you want to budget your money out.
Yeah, for definite.
And also, if you've worked hard all year and this is going to be your only vacation of the year, you don't want to be scrimping and scraping. So obviously we can't all go like be a 1%er and stay in the top hotel and eat all the top meals. You've worked hard all year. You deserve to have the best holiday that you can afford. And, do it whichever way you need to do it. As long as you're happy at the end of the day and you feel like you've had a good time and you've got good memories, do it the way you need to.
I agree with what Michelle...
I know that's really more of an ending statement, but...
No, but I agree with what Michelle said earlier. It's like, if you really are scrimping and scraping when you're there, then maybe you do need to put it off a little bit, because you are going to... If you're watching every single penny, it's going to detract from...
But sometimes we just
the
need to
overall
get
experience. Yeah.
But you've been waiting for 3 years.
Yeah.
Well, it especially applies to people like you guys, right? Like it is not cheap for you guys to come over here and experience that, right? I can drive up there in 3 hours.
Exactly.
But you guys take much more money, time, effort to get over here. So you're going to want to put as much energy into that trip that you spent all this time getting together.
That's it. So. I scrimp and scrape here so I don't have to there.
Oh, he does. Trust me.
Is basically what I do.
Yeah.
Next one is from Adam Phillips. He goes, stay at a premier hotel for complimentary express passes. Yep. Especially if you have children or a larger family.
Yes.
You can get express passes for all your guests, up to 6, I believe. The added cost of the more expensive hotel typically pays for itself if you're going to buy express passes for more than 2 individuals.
Yep.
All true. Plan your visits in off-peak times to avoid the need for express pass altogether.
Yeah.
Late January and early February, late April and early May, late August and early September, and early to mid-November seems like ideal time to visit the parks to avoid the largest crowds.
I think that's difficult to say right now. This year's an anomaly. It's so
changed.
strange.
Yeah.
It really has. Next year is going to be the year when you kind of see how things are going to settle post-COVID. But at the moment, it's just like everyone wants to get back, and it's just mental all the time.
To be quite honest, I didn't think we'd ever get to the point where we were starting to use the terms post-COVID.
Yes. Yeah, well, we kind of
We're still not out of the woods, but we can see the tree line.
The conversation's not being, like, other than now, when was the last time we talked about it on the podcast? And it seemed to crop up a lot.
It was driving me insane. Poor listeners.
And now we're not bringing it up as much. So we're obviously moving through that now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wear your masks, people. No, sorry. It's me. Be sure to reuse your Coke-style refillable cups on multi-day park trips. Don't be like me and my wife and purchase a new cup every day during a 4-day trip, only to later realise you can reactivate a purchased cup for a reduced cost. Ouch.
Yeah.
I did manage to keep all of my cups, but I'm struggling to justify the 8 identical park cups currently taking space in my cupboard.
It's right, though. You wouldn't dare chuck them out.
Like every time you have guests around here, have a drink in this cup.
It's refillable. It costs you $10 every time you want to refill.
Yeah.
The refillable cups is also, it applies at the resorts as well.
Yes.
So like if you bring those back to the resorts to reactivate them, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Good to know. Walk 10 minutes to your nearest gas station or hotel parking lot around Universal to order your Uber to avoid inflated ride share prices. That's a good tip. If you go to Universal loading and unloading zones at the top of the parking garage, you will pay more for your ride by a substantial margin.
That's interesting and a very good tip.
Yeah. How long does it take to walk down onto
Oh, I have no idea. 10 to 15 minutes.
So you can get like
10
a
minutes
Walgreens or somewhere like that.
Saving $20, I'll do it.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah. See, it won't matter for us because
Yeah.
we're staying at Dockside, so we'll bus over there and get our Ubers from there. But yeah, that's a good point.
Or bus over there. Could you not? Do you have to have a room key to use those
no, of
buses?
course you don't.
So bus over there, step onto iDrive and get your Uber there.
Chris, would that make a
Or
difference being
ride
at Dockside or Surfside? Would that inflate the prices, or is it just a park thing? Like a resort, like Universal Orlando Resort price hike?
I think it's a park thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't use a lot of Uber to the parks because we'll normally like park there,
Yeah.
for free if we're staying off site. But I
You got your car
have
with
done
you.
from the hotels, and
Yeah.
I didn't notice any kind of crazy.
Okay.
I've never paid a crazy price
But if anybody
to go
does,
somewhere.
if anybody has found that,
Yeah, let
let us know.
Yeah.
But again, it doesn't take 2 seconds to step off that property. You're on iDrive. You can just,
Well,
IHOP,
that's true.
IHOP parking lot,
Yeah, exactly.
Walgreens, something like that.
Yeah.
If you're going to save some money,
Take the boat over to Strongwater, have a drink while you wait for your Uber.
Yeah.
drink the money you saved.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And it's all about saving
then you won't
money, Chris.
care.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to spend it. You guys told me I have to spend the money.
He goes on to say, on multi-day trips, you can save money by booking park-to-park tickets for 1 or 2 days and then booking single park tickets on the others. I've never done this, but for the truly desperate, there isn't any reason you have to park up on a multi-day vacation unless you haven't ridden the Hogwarts Express yet. Get a park-to-park ticket on one day and the other days give your feet and your wallet a rest and book single park tickets. I would imagine this will actually force you to step back, slow down and take in the themed elements of the parks as well, instead of spending so much time running from park to park. That is a great tip. If you're not buying an annual pass or multi-day tickets.
Yeah.
Do we know how much the difference is?
I don't, but that would be quite interesting. It's definitely something worth looking at.
Absolutely. And I like the idea of forcing yourself to take a step back as
Yeah.
well. So bonus.
So $109 for a regular ticket. I don't know. It all depends on the days.
Yeah, I
Yeah, of
guess.
course you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still a good tip. I
Yeah.
think that would actually
Yeah,
make
it's
sense.
interesting.
Plus, there's enough time or enough things to do inside one park to keep you there all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which there is. It's just we've been, I'm sure
We've been
we've been
spoiled.
visiting that long that we basically treat, this is the one thing I love about Universal, is you could treat them like one park because they are so close together.
We should do that though.
Mhm.
Just do one park one
It's
day,
been a
one the next.
long
Just see
time
how we
since we've done
navigate
that.
it.
A
I know.
long time.
We need to shake things up.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a big difference. So
Really?
a one park, 1 day ticket is $109. And for a 2 park 1 day is $164. So we're
Okay.
talking 50 something bucks.
$55, yeah.
Okay.
That's a really good tip.
It is. There's a food budget for
It's
a day.
just, it goes
Or
off
two
what
if
you've
you're
got to
frugal.
what you've got to look at is how much the multi-day tickets are.
Yeah.
Is it worth buying separate tickets rather than like a 4-day ticket rather than buying a 2
I
park
see
and
what you
then
mean.
3 one
But
day?
if you were going 3 days, that totally would be worth it.
Mm.
1 day multi park and 2 single parks.
Yeah.
You're going to save $110 then.
Maybe.
You know.
Um,
Interesting.
yeah, it's much cheaper the other way. But I did like 4 days here. It's like a 1 park each day is 62, and then a 2 park each day is 78.
Yeah. Interesting.
Math. Dave Rosser says the Coke Freestyle machines in the park dispense free water. So bringing your own collapsible cup is super convenient and can save a lot of money. This also saves time queuing at kiosks to ask for free water.
I mean, that's the top tip, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It is.
Yes.
Honestly, I've never even thought about a collapsible
No,
cup until
me either,
this
but-
episode, which I'll probably buy one.
I am definitely thinking about it.
Some of the Universal hotels, maybe all, now have Coke Freestyle machines, and they offer a length of stay option
Yes.
for under $20 per cup for the entire stay.
Wow.
With no maximum number of days. Yes, this is a very good tip.
So
Wow.
it must
like
be.
I said,
you must
you
have to
bring
pay
your
to
cup in.
refill it, though.
The what?
You must have to pay to refill it. It can't be just be $20.
For your length of stay? Yeah, no, it is.
$20 length of stay, and you can fill it as many times as you want. At the
Yes.
hotel, you can't take it into the
At
park.
the
to pick it
hotels.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a different cup altogether.
Okay.
It's a different system.
that makes
So
sense.
even if you had the Coke Freestyle cups for the parks, that's good for X amount of, it doesn't work at the hotels.
Right.
Two different systems.
They're purely just for the hotels.
Okay. So if you're somebody who likes to have pool days and stuff like that, that's a really good.
Yeah. We've definitely done that on stays that we are going there more for the hotel than the parks. Like during the summer, if we want to do like the pools and whatnot, and it's a good value.
So you go. What you do then is you buy the freestyle cups. You take a load of plastic bottles down with you, fill your freestyle cup up, pour it into a bottle, do that, and then stick them in the fridge in the room, and then you've got a load of bottles of soda back in your room as well that you've technically only paid $20 for.
There you go. Take it back on the plane with you.
Wow. Yes.
This is a very good value for long stays, even if only used for water.
Yeah.
These cups can't be used in the parks, though, as they are on a different system.
Yeah,
there you
as
go.
you just said. Yep.
Yeah. The Universal hotel rooms have decent-sized fridges. Yes, they do. So a trip to Walmart for fresh items can reduce food or drink spend at the hotel and the parks. We took lunch in a small insulated backpack most days, small to fit into a locker.
Perfect.
Just a thing about fridges. Any water that is in your hotel room is very expensive. Do not touch it. If you've got kids, put it in a cupboard high up. Because how much was that Fiji water? $15 a bottle?
It's a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
I think that applies as well if you or anybody that's staying in your room plans on drinking that evening.
Yes.
Hide the water bottles.
Yes.
You will accidentally open it sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. Universal hotel guests are allowed to use most of the facilities and pools at the other Universal hotels. So if you're staying for a long trip and need a break from the parks, exploring the other hotels and pools can be lots of fun, and it saves paying for other attractions.
Okay.
And I guess off the back of that as well, if you've got, sometimes there are family members who do not like theme parks, and they will wander around with you, for a day or two, but then it's not their thing. So if they want to have hotel pool days, they just, rather than getting bored of the same pool, they can just pool hop.
That's not saving you money though, is it?
No, but I'm just for people who, that's just an off the back of that observation.
Okie dokie. Katie Mack is up next. She says, bring easy, nutritious snacks with you for the morning so you can cut down on buying food at the parks. A good, tasty protein bar and a piece of fruit go a long way to get you started and keep you going. You could bring much of your food with you if it's non-perishable and you can fit it in a locker during the rides. No glass containers. I wouldn't want to take food in, but I suppose if you're trying to save a little bit.
We've taken snacks in for the kids and things before.
Not eating.
Dude, I saw an entire family eating tacos once. Like the mom brought in.
Awesome.
Everybody was sitting around Popeyes and they were all eating tacos with chips and everything.
Nice.
It was awesome.
Bring a water bottle or better yet, a collapsible cup to the parks to refill at Coke freestyle machines or at food carts that have a soda fountain. Drink water for free and you can fill it at the hotel too. The water is completely
portable.
I looked it up. Portable?
Drinkable.
You can take it everywhere. That's awesome.
Make major use of the ice machines in the hallways to keep your drink refreshing. Having your own free drink eliminates the need to spend more on combo deals when purchasing food. Or you fill a bottle up with ice and take it in with you. And then by the time it's melted, you've got cold water for free.
Yeah, well, it's easier to freeze. Don't you ever try to get an ice cube into a water bottle? You better put water in and freezing it. Yeah, combo deals drive me mad because you're automatically, I'm going to save money, but then you don't really want another soda, especially if you've got a refillable cup.
Yeah.
You get that stupid salad nobody wants.
Salad? What the hell's that? Oh, you mean the decoration?
Combo?
It's the promise that food is coming.
That what makes everything else look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's the color.
Yeah.
All right. The popcorn at the parks tend to be fairly reasonably priced for a snack.
Which it is, to be fair.
Yeah. Nice salty popcorn. Try to do quick service, mainly to eliminate costly tipping at table service meals.
Good tip.
Look for foods with good protein to keep you full, so you need to buy fewer meals and snacks.
That quick service meals thing and not having to tip is a huge tip, pardon the pun. Yeah. Avoiding sit-down restaurants and saving money on tips is, I know it's bad for the servers and stuff, but if you're saving money, it's massive.
Yeah, maybe pick that one restaurant you have to eat at. That is like your pinnacle meal.
Yeah, that's a really good tip.
Yeah. Bring your own rain poncho from home. They are much more expensive at the parks and hotels. Same goes for sunblock, sunglasses, etc. You have to be prepared for all weather.
Oh, yes.
Very true.
Yeah. Plus, the thing about sunblock is we all have different skin and we all can react to things. And I always like to know what I'm taking because the stuff that's in the parks, I can't use because of allergies. So, yeah. Don't pay for water cannons by the water rides in Toon Lagoon. There are free water shooters on the second tier of Me Ship the Olive. And if you've followed all of our other tips and stayed very well hydrated, some of you have your own shooters.
So I've got a tip for you then.
Leah's never reacted
I have.
to that.
I've just thought of another one. If you want to stay
Another
hydrated
shooter?
for free, get yourself on Popeye and Blue Toes Bill Drap badges, and as you pass Me Ship the Olive, open your mouth.
Unless it's a human stood there with their own shooter hanging out.
The human shooter, yeah.
They shouldn't be.
I can't believe he didn't
Whether
react
we
to me.
should or
Just-
should not
just-
does not
just
matter.
pee on people.
I mean, this next tip, Jesus. If
yeah.
you're paying for it, then you want...
No.
Yeah.
Don't pay for the dryers near the water rides. They really don't help. Bring a change of clothes if you need to. Wholeheartedly, yes. Because honestly, it's just red lights.
Those things are ridiculous.
They don't do anything.
It's hilarious when you see people go in there and use it.
Honestly,
There's
right?
absolutely
There's
nothing.
There's a walkthrough of Islands of Adventure that Tracy and I were watching, a 4K walkthrough that was done recently. The queue for the dryers by Popeye was about 20 or 30 people deep, and I'm like, why? It's Florida. It's boiling. Just stand out in the sun
They're
for
not
20
from
minutes.
Florida. That's why. They don't know.
But the funny thing is, when you see 4 or 5 people all crammed into it, it's like, how do you
It's
even
just
expect
ridiculous.
it to do anything? I'm not that
That's
it's going to.
That's a money-saving tip. Put more people inside the dryer.
Yeah.
Share the cost.
You can all steam together. Pressed pennies. Oh, I love this one. Pressed pennies make absolutely lovely, affordable treasures that take up no space in luggage.
They're not as cheap as they used to be.
How much are they now?
Isn't it
A
dollar?
They're $1 now.
Yeah. So where it used to be two quarters, now it's 2.50 cents.
And a lot of them, at least last time we went, were automated, which
Oh,
Alexa
no, that's
hates.
no fun.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not. Yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah.
It's
That she
feeling-
loves doing.
Yeah, you've got to feel a bite of the cog.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I have to do it for the kids because the kids aren't strong enough to do it.
Yeah, well, you hope.
Then normally they aren't. I can't do it, man.
The only thing about the automated ones I will say is you never get misalignments.
Yeah, you gotta clean a penny, don't you?
Well, if Alexa was here, she'd argue with you. She
I-
knows the exact click to go on, which is like 3 clicks before it gets there. It's a whole science that she does.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
Okay, Alexa.
I love pressed pennies.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I think I might have to get mine out later and look at them.
What about your pennies?
Hey!
Next one comes from David Fuller. We always check the hotel rates, especially as a pass holder on an almost daily basis about 30 days out. Quite often, availability will show up. Last year, we were booked into Aventura for the 4th of July weekend, and the night before check-in, Portofino Bay opened up with a pass holder discount for about $70 more per night. Wow.
But
That
with
is-
Express Pass is nice.
Yeah. No, that's a great deal. $70
Yeah.
more for...
For
For the
Portofino
top
Bay
tier?
than Aventura, hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a great deal. Yep. Yes, it was. I guess the tip is playing hotel roulette around check-in can lead to savings and previous availability.
I mean, there's a statement at the end. Previous unavailable availability.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, get Michelle on it. That's her job.
Uh-huh. Very true. Good tip. And finally, finally, Letitia Hosang. The best tip I have is ordering from the kids menu, even as an adult. This is a great option in the morning for breakfast. 3 broomsticks. It's a good sized portion, and it comes with a butterbeer. I have done this without my kid with me.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
point because the portion sizes in America are pretty big.
I mean, they can't refuse you just because you're an adult. Because, well, the thing is, in this day and age, especially, a lot of people have gastric banding or gastric sleeves, and you cannot eat. In fact,
It's difficult at
So-
places like that because I know the general rule of thumb at restaurants in America, or at least like from Florida from reading guidebooks and stuff, is yes, order from the like kids menu and stuff. As long as you keep your tip up,
oh yeah, tip
they
rate
don't
up.
give a crap.
But like in quick service places, there isn't a tip rate.
No, but what do you class? What's the 3 broomsticks? It's not technically quick service. It's not technically
Nobody's
sit down. either.
no, it's
they
a
serve-
quick service.
No, because
No,
you
you pick
pick
up
it
your own
up,
food.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's quick service.
It's quick service. Nobody's bringing it to your table. Nobody's waiting on
Fast casual.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was saying is, so if this is another thing, like if you got challenged bringing food and you just say you've got allergies or you're diabetic, here somebody says, "Well, there's only you and you order for the kids menu," and I'd say,
I'm not that hungry.
Or you just say, I've got a gastric sleeve. It's on them then if they challenge it.
Surely they can't
honestly,
strictly tell you not to.
Aye.
That
There's always
used
a
to
Karen.
be a thing more a long time ago, I think. Honestly, I don't see it happening that often.
No.
It's because my sister always orders off a kid's meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
At other restaurants altogether, nobody really cares, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the sarcasm would come out. Oh, thanks for pointing that out. Brilliant.
Right. Well, there we go. I hope those tips helped. There's some really good tips in there. Like I say, we started to get that repetition of certain tips being in there quite a lot. And I think they're the ones that you sort of pay attention with. It's difficult to go to Universal and save money because as we've talked about here, it's like sometimes for people, this is your once in a lifetime trip and you don't want to be scrimping and scraping and stuff because there is... there's so many restaurants you want to eat at, or there's merch you want to buy, or whatever it might be. And the sort of the final word on this really is if you're having to scrimp and scrape that much, exactly like Michelle said earlier, maybe put it off a year and do it when you can afford to go all out with it. There's nothing wrong with saving a buck here and there to spend elsewhere for definite. Like the water one's a huge one because no one wants to spend their spending money on $4-5 bottles of water when you can be spending it on an ice cream from Florian Fortescue's or a chocolate frog or a crepe or a green eggs and ham tater tots or something like that. Mm-hmm. Water's just one of those things where you're like, I don't want to be spending my money on water. I get it for free out the tap.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's save money where it's applicable to you so it doesn't affect your overall experience, I think is the tip really, isn't it? For sure, right?
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for sending in your tips. I think it's been
a great episode.
It has. It's been a long one again. Like when I reached out to the Producers Club for the last one, Chris, when we had Katie on, it's like, whoa, I did not expect this much of uptake for people giving us their tips. And this has been just the same, but
I think we've been reminded of a few as well.
For definite.
Yeah.
It helps tremendously for people who aren't as avid goers as we are, for example, or if it's their first trip. I mean, this is something I would just absorb completely.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, no matter what your budget is, if you're going, you do it your way and don't let anybody dictate to you.
Yeah.
Make it your holiday. Don't be looking around at what other people are doing and what other people are spending on. Just enjoy yourselves and focus on yourselves.
Yeah, and don't feel awkward because you are scrimping and scraping if you need to.
And don't feel
other
pressured.
People are like spending left, right and centre. Do what you need to do to go and enjoy it.
There was something I wanted to add in, and it comes into the hydration as well. So this is a rule I am implementing.
Oh, yes.
When we go
I
out.
thought you were going to bring it up.
Whenever we go and have a meal or a snack or something, ask for that free cup of water. As you can get a soda as well, but ask for that free cup of water because 9 times out of 10, it will come in a takeout cup, especially if it's like quick service or something like that. So that you can carry that around. You can have your soda, you've got your iced water, but you're staying hydrated, and it's just that it becomes automatic. Then you've got your meal, you've got your drink.
Yeah, some people might feel awkward going up to the food carts or going up to a quick service hatch and asking just for a glass of water. Whereas
I won't care. I am not afraid to be cheeky. But yeah, just stay hydrated and have fun, people.
Cool. That is going to wrap up another podcast. And we will do, as we always do, wrap up with a listener-submitted Universal Is. And this one comes from Jay Taylor, who I do believe they're out there now, finally.
Saving money.
Jay and Ella, I bet they're not. If you'd like to get involved with wrapping up the podcast with Universal Is, all you've got to do is let us know what you think Universal is in 3 words or less and send them to us at podcast@uuopodcast.com or DM, Twitter, Facebook, however you want to get them to us, just get them to us. But for episode 511, Jay says Universal is the greatest escapism. See you all next week.
That was another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the best and only podcast about Universal Orlando on the island. Check us out on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. For all the podcasts, news, and articles, check out our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your questions, comments, and listener debate submissions to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Join the Producers Club by emailing us at uuopproducers@gmail.com. Listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, for all your other theme park news, and use our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company, to book your next trip. So until next time, this is Amity 6. Call off the Marines. We're coming home.